found out I caught HIV in Istanbul or whatever.
Can I give it to you, show you how you can take it all? Wanna break you off. Could you ever fall in love with a young nigga like myself? And I've been thinking about you, nobody else. And my love is good for you.
So now, also what I want to talk about is the Walter Lee Hampton. I went to Istanbul and caught HIV, or I found out I caught HIV, and I found out I caught HIV in Istanbul or whatever. Video that was clever. That was dope. I'm gonna do a cliffhanger like that one of these days. He did that. But it happened to be a false alarm. I gotta comment on that. All right. This was relieving that he didn't actually catch it, but it made me also realize, wow, see, this is also what I'll be talking about, and this is another proof of it, that growing old alone in the hookup culture still is so not the life because, bro, like, you still gotta take shots and pills for prep because to keep from catching something because you out here fucking and shit still at your age, like, it's kind of like, damn, like, I thought that that once you got up into that age, you be like sophisticated to where you don't, but nah, it's a forever hookup culture. So why would I have even thought that? Like, yeah, dang, that's sad. Yeah, I feel like getting in a relationship, getting married and all that, and settling down, that's like graduating. I feel like this gay lifestyle is like high school to me. Like, y'all, this is not serious. Okay, just hooking up with different people up until you like tap out of here just because you can stay fit or whatever and you can be successful. That doesn't, I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat, but me personally, I could never, bro. Like, no, I'm not getting ready. I can't even see myself doing that. Like, that's misery to me. You out here still in this hookup culture, 50 some years old. I don't give a fuck what I have. I won't have shit if I don't have no family. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you can't control that. I'm not saying that you have to, because you have to be happy regardless and live the rest of your life. I'm saying I would keep trying though. I would not settle for that if I ever found myself in that position. Like, that's just so sad. And that makes me also want to bring to light this topic or this clip that I saw from Big Ward, because I've been checking him out lately as well. He be spitting some fire. One of the straight guys that I watch. He posted a video that said, like, the value of women's pussy or women's vagina is getting, like, the value of it is going away because women giving it up too easily. And he also reiterated what I be saying about virginity. I know somebody wanted me to comment on that about the bottom virginity and just virginity in general. Virginity, okay, look, y'all, this is the reason why virginity is so special. Why do you think that men have always paid highest top dollar for virgins when it came to like trafficking, whatever? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm keeping it 100, okay? Whenever men marry, when they back in the day, back in history or whatever, they would get a virgin. She had to be a virgin for her to be married off to a king or something, or somebody of value. A high value man always wanted the virgin, okay? Let me tell you why. Because I think a lot of y'all bottoms don't understand and women don't understand this because they don't understand this about men because they don't penetrate people. When you don't use this to penetrate nobody, you will never understand why we do care about body count, why we don't want that, okay? Let me tell y'all. So, the virginity is especially with men, to me, as a bisexual, the virginity has a way more higher value even than a female virginity, because female virginity is still important. However, with females, the biggest gold in a pot is them being able to have babies. I'm not gonna cap, okay? But the virginity is important too, because she be in love with you. You can't get her away from you. Like, she gonna always remember you. You have to mess that up. You know what I'm saying? When you get a virginity from somebody, you have the power for real. Usually, unless you done took the virginity of a pre-hoe or a little, undercover thought, and then they get curious because you didn't gave them some good peen, and now they want to go out here and see who else got some good peen. You know what I'm saying? So that happens too. But for the most part, if you get them right, especially with guys, the reason why with guys virginity mattering so much is because, first of all, I can't have no kid with you. Okay? I need something that is going to indefinitely make me a stamp on you. And that's one thing. That's one of the only things that you can do to stamp a dude. Okay? Because when you are the first to penetrate him, first of all, he ain't going to never forget you. All right? He's more vulnerable with you, softer with you, more easy. Like, he'll do the things that men need to do, like submit and stuff, more likely if he's bottoming for you, especially if you were his first. And if he didn't do it at an early age. I noticed the guys that started getting topped later, like after they were already topping or already straight or whatever, messing with females, they tend to be the type that be like, hey, nigga, I give you some ass. Like, you better, you know what I'm saying, treat me, hey, like, I ain't playing. Like, I ain't one of them. Like, you ain't about to just, you gonna, respect me type shit. Like, nigga, you fuck me and don't talk to me no more, I'll hurt your ass, like, type shit. Like, that's the type of niggas I like. You know what I'm saying? We don't like people who don't care once they have, give themselves to you, let you inside their body, and they can do all that whimpering, crying, skeeting, creaming all over you, and then, like, don't care about you, or don't care, or you don't have no power over them. We don't like that. Okay, I'm just keeping it real. That's where the term hoe came from. When a woman or a person who gets penetrated is self-righteous and is like, thinks like a man, where they think that they can just do this with whoever, that is such a turn off to me. Like, that's literally the opposite of what we look for. Like, think about it like this. As a woman or a bottom, if your top or your dude came in the crib one day after y'all got together or whatever, moved in together or something, and this nigga said, all right, cool, now I don't want to work. I want you to make all the money. I don't want to do nothing but sit around here, you know what I'm saying, let you go to work. I'll, do whatever around the house or whatever, but I'm not about to provide, protect, none of that. You would be like, wait a minute, what? Nigga, get the fuck, nigga, you be trying to get away from him so quick. Like, that's literally the equivalent. So just like men can't be people who don't work or nothing and don't make money, see, as a woman now, as a bottom, it's a different story because you're still a man. But dealing with a certain type of dude, you may be able to get that off, especially if you his first. Like, a nigga will take care of you, like, dead ass. Okay? Just like you will a woman. So the virginity signifies you're mine. Like, I'm responsible for you now. Like, I own you. Like, I will give you everything. Like, everything I have is now yours. Like, I'm willing to just, like, I'm yours, you own me, like, type stuff. Like, this is a connection. Like, this is a bond. It's way more sentimental than when you just dealing with somebody who's already used to getting smashed by so many people. They don't have the ability to bond with you like that. And then they can do whatever, and then they don't look at you as valuable. Like, you're way more valuable to somebody who, when you take their virginity, straight up. It's a lot of people don't like this thought because they weren't probably done right by the person that took their virginity, or they didn't know the person, or they learned too late that a virginity was even something. You know what I'm saying? So they just gave it up to some random motherfucker or something like that. But this is another reason why a lot of people are not in relationships. See, when he said that in that clip, I felt him. Men see the virginity, you being tight at least, you know what I'm saying? Not having a bunch of bodies, because it's not just about you being tight. It's about when you are going through different relationships with different men, you get scarred, you get broken, you get like damaged goods to us. We want a clean slate. You know what I'm saying? This is why older dudes always go for younger girls. We want a clean slate. We don't want somebody who done been through a whole lot, especially if, as a woman, if you didn't have hella kids. Nah, like that's why the kids thing is a turn off. It's not. It's a few different reasons, but uh, men like a fresh canvas, basically that is theirs. Men want to feel like kings. We don't want to feel like just another one. We want to feel like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So with men and their virginity, why it's so important, like I was saying, is because I can't have no baby with you. If we gonna do this officially, I need to have something that I can actually guarantee, like, and I'm not saying that it has to be that. I'm not telling y'all guys to only cuff dudes that y'all been took in their virginities or whatever. I'm not telling y'all that because that's not true at all. I'm saying me personally in my case because I done took so many virginities and I understand the difference between guys that I've tried hoes, I've tried dudes that's been promiscuous, I should say, and I've tried that because I thought, I was gonna always find that anyway. You come across the virgins rarely, but it's usually when they are straight. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why I went for straight dudes. You know what I'm saying? Or DL dudes. Dudes transitioning from being straight into bisexuality. I should say that. And it's always a better experience. It's more fulfilling. I get treated better. It's way more to it than just being with the dude that been smashed by hella dudes. You're just the other nigga that, yeah, uh, it could still mean something and everything, but I just had never felt like the strongest attachment. So honestly, in my case, I wouldn't be cuffing nobody unless I took their virginity straight up. You know what I'm saying? I did take my boyfriend's virginity that I'm with now. So, like, this doesn't pertain to what me and him got going on, but I'm just saying, honestly, like, I would not be cuffing a dude if I was not that. I mean, when I say cuff, I'm talking about putting a ring on it, like marrying, staying with, being faithful to, giving my all. I feel like that's the only one that's going to be worth it. Or somebody that got a low body count, very low body count, to where they was probably just like in like a relationship with these dudes, like 2 or 3 dudes or whatever, and they gave their box up to them. But I can't do it if you just been out here giving it up, like just on some like regular shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Or just also the mentality. I'd have to pay attention to the mentality and everything. Like, I feel like people who have a lot of different sex with different people, they have different spirit energies and stuff. And it's difficult to explain, but I may tap on that in a different video later. But yeah, y'all. Also, the feeling, it literally fits you like a glove. Like, once you get the dude broken in, like when if you take somebody's virginity, the virginity that time is not usually the best experience. I mean, it could be cool, but when it really get good with a virgin is when they get used to your shit. Like, after you like a while, and they hold molds around your dick, like, cause that's what every hole has a mold, y'all. You just tighten up after when it's out, but that's a mold. Like, whatever is stuck in there, if I stick my finger in you, you have a finger mold in you. Like, and whatever is put in there, it tears more in. Okay, so when you the only one that been in there, nigga, it fits you like a glove. That should be so fire. Like, it don't matter if it's a girl or a boy. That should be so fire. I know, because boy, I know the difference. With girls, when I was younger, they would be hella tight. You know what I'm saying? Because you get them in high school, they be real tight. College, real tight. You get to fucking with a girl after about 6, 7 years and stuff. After she done had some baby, you got some mileage on her or whatever, or not even really a baby, but mileage on her, and you can just tell, like, you can go up in that motherfucker and like go for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not horrible. I'm not saying that, but you could tell there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Especially with dudes, you can really tell a difference. They mold straight to your dick, and if they get fucked by somebody else, you can literally tell. Like, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, bottoms don't relate to that. They don't know what we go through with that. have to go in somebody and be like, nigga, I know you was not feeling like this shit a couple years ago. Like, you ever smashed a nigga when y'all was jits and then linked up and smashed them later in life and could tell that this was a whole different body? That's just what we value. You know what I'm saying? So we value something that's not been passed around. We like something that's just ours. Y'all call it ownership. We call it love. You know what I'm saying? That's what we value. And they trying to switch everything upside down to where now the hoes and stuff is what's on top, and the people that think like me is like, you know, they consider this traditional, old, and all this other stuff. But honestly, I'm not gonna ever switch to the other side because I know that it doesn't come with what y'all might think. People who do that kind of stuff, their love sucks to me. I'm gonna be real. I've tried to date dudes, like I said, that was promiscuous, and the way that they love just sucks. It's not really like meaningful. Is you can tell it's not as passionate as it should be. Like the passion you get from somebody when y'all are in love and it's like a rare thing for them and it's new to them and everything is just way more passionate, way more fulfilling. All right, so I really don't know how else to put that one, but yeah, y'all. Make sure though, bottoms, that y'all are looking for somebody who does think like this. Because if y'all meeting a dude who don't think like this, your virginity won't matter, and then he'll just smash, and he won't think nothing of it, and then you'll just be falling in line with the rest of these niggas. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not the only one that thinks like this. Them other niggas think like this too. They just don't say it like this, and they don't say it like this in a way of meaning to get in a relationship and cuff you and marry you. They're looking at it more like you a bop, and they just smashing, and that's why y'all never go on dates or nothing. Like that's why y'all never like see me. I'm the type of nigga at least like, hey, if you already been smashed by other niggas, I'm not that judgmental. I'll still, you know, make you a friends with benefit, fuck you every now and then for a long time, like, you know, for years, you know, throughout the years or whatever, if I ain't in a relationship or nothing. But trust and believe me, I ain't cuffing your ass, nigga. I'm not going on no dates with you. I'm not laying up, cuddling, watching no Netflix with you. I might do that if you bad as fuck. But if I know you out fucking other niggas, that's automatically leaving me off of you. I don't care if you're single. That's what I'm saying. Like, the niggas that I've ever gotten with in relationships with, like, you have to be able to be loyal to somebody. And if, like, basically niggas is trading all they belong is they're providing, they're protecting, their love and all that stuff for your loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So if you're loyal, if you can't be loyal and have, you know, a tight box and be somebody who's inaccessible to everybody, then your value won't be good. You won't be nothing to nobody who has value. Because valuable men do not ever want something that is old and used. There's nothing in this world that increases in value when it's aged and used, okay? Now, you can be older and not be, you know, passed around like that and have a chance. You could be used up and you not gonna have a chance. The used up part is what it is, for real, for real. So yeah, you can, you know, age finer with wine, but you get used up. Wine don't be more expensive when it's used. It's only when it's just old and just sitting there untouched. There's nothing that increases in value when you've used it and it's old. Nothing. And the reason why I'm also saying this, y'all, is because do y'all just hear what I said? Men value things that is unattainable, not used, and theirs. Well, guess who's going to be giving that to them now when women aren't? Now, not so much on the straight guys end, but he'll be getting what he need. It'll be a double thing. So basically, gay guys are going to pay these straight dudes because they are that, okay? They are the unattainable ones. They are the ones who aren't getting smashed. They most likely be virgins and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you could possibly be their first and everything. That's what niggas be looking for out of women and bottoms. And if they not getting it out of them, kind of like old porn stars, you know, after a while y'all be like, oh, they washed up and y'all want something new. It's kind of like that also. So then the straight boys is going to be like, oh yeah, so they basically the new bad bitches because they the ones that's unattainable, uh, tight, bussy, you know what I'm saying? And they can make people feel like they're theirs because they just can. Because of the fact that they can make it like, oh, you're the only one, but they could actually be messing with all these other dudes. But because, you know, like they straight, nobody knows about them, they gonna believe them. People in this lifestyle put straight dudes on a higher pedestal, just period. Think that they don't have diseases, all that. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes it like they're just always gonna be more valuable, and that's so fucked up. But real talking, I was thinking that too. Like, I'm like, dang, like, my dude, I hit the jackpot. Like, for real. And I'm like, what is it about him that's just so different? Well, besides him and other things, it's, he was not, like, he had not been through this, like, getting ran through the dirt in this lifestyle. I was able, even though he's older than me, like, I was able to, like, be his first, like, you know, real experience uh dating a man. Like, he's dated dudes and fucked them and everything, but like he hadn't, you know, did the whole way. And I can tell, like, he don't be doing that catty stuff that I'm used to gay dudes doing in arguments, trying to put me down, verbally abusive, you know, emotionally abusive. He don't do none of that. Like, he don't be trying to, like, you know, throw shade at me and all that, like be in competition with me like I've always felt from other gay dudes. Like, they was always in competition with me on the low, or like it was always jealousy of me. Like, they try to compete with me and, like, you know, all that. Uh, and then also, he ain't no hoe. He ain't got no hoe mindset, like, because he wasn't exposed to all that. See, a lot of the times dudes don't even really be hoes like that, but they be exposed to it so much that they adapt the mentality in their environment, and then, like, they can't keep their eyes off of nobody fine around. Like, I'm talking about, he be focused on me. He made me feel like I'm really that nigga. And I know a lot of it has to do with me, like, taking his virginity, like, straight up. Or I should say him giving me his virginity. You feel me? Uh, and then you just feel so much honored. You feel honored. You feel like somebody when you do take a virginity. You know, like, I don't know about y'all, but I like to be uh, meaningful in people's lives. When I leave here, I want to be like somebody that people look back on and be proud of, and be proud that they dealt with, and, you know, things like that. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to put this one, but yeah. And so then what ends up happening is those of the guys that did not practice, you know, self love and just get their body up to somebody. Because let me just tell y'all something. Self love is not just about how you feel while you riding around in the car jamming the music and you feeling good today and you feeling confident because you look good and whatever accomplishments you done made and all that. That's not, no, self love is when you need to be, when the self love is lacking when you're letting niggas smash raw, okay? Or letting niggas smash you raw on the first night that you done met him or whatever. That's where the lack of self love is, okay? It doesn't matter how many times you ride around in your car, jamming, kicking it, you know, or just feeling good about yourself. If you are degrading yourself like that, that's still degrading yourself. All right, a lot of niggas is walking around here, Lamborghinis and Ferraris, putting uh, unleaded gas in their shit, like they a Honda, feeling like they a Honda, around here using themselves like they a Honda. You know how crazy that look? Because they just don't value themselves. Badass niggas. Talking about they love themselves just because they go to the gym and because they have a nice body and they, um, they go to work and they good and successful at their jobs and stuff. Like, that's all self love is about. No, self love is about how you take care of yourself, who you allow inside of you, all of that. All right. So y'all niggas be real high class hoes, not high class value niggas. The value is in the niggas that is not giving that ass up, straight up. And that's just that. And that's why y'all having a hard time in relationships because see y'all are wanting to find dudes that's gonna accept you for who you are, but the guys that accept people who are sleeping with other people like that are also either sleeping with other people like that or they have a very low self worth to where it's like they're just fetishizing you, like you just a bad motherfucker that they just want to attain, and so they'll kiss your ass and love bomb you, and those are usually narcissists. All right, so um, you may think you getting something because somebody act like they accept you for who you are, but people who accept that don't have high value. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about they're not actually, they'll cheat on you, they'll lie to you, they'll be only fucking with you for the way you look. Like, that's not deep. Like, they're not deep. They're not actually loving. They're not actually like loyal and stuff. It's more on a surface level. Everything on a surface level, that's low quality love. That ain't shit to have. That's why y'all be in and out these relationships so quick, because it's just like there's nothing to attach to when you done slept with all these different people. Your spirit is spread out thin. And then especially if both y'all done did that, sleeping around all these different people, y'all be itching to find out something just to leave the relationship so that you can go sleep with somebody else just because you done been with this person trying to be loyal for 3 months or something and you just can't help it but sleep with other people because you used to doing that. Habit is the biggest repetition and the guaranteer of your next actions. So you get accustomed to that, and then you think you can just settle down with somebody. When you get with somebody, it don't work like that. You got to practice real self-love, abstinence, celibacy, chilling to yourself, finding who you're, like really digging into yourself, getting deep with yourself. You can't get deep with nobody else. You ain't deep with yourself. Also, don't wait too long to do it, because then you'll be looking like the rest of the other percentage of niggas who waited until, they was 45, 50 years old to start, oh yeah, now I'm ready to settle down when nobody wants you now. Besides a sponsor or a sugar daddy or something. I mean, and then also, why come y'all don't go for each other? That's another thing I wanted to know. Why come the older gay dudes, like, don't go for each other? There'd be a whole bunch of y'all single. Why come y'all don't link up? Why y'all always be trying to go for somebody younger? That's another reason why y'all gonna stay single, because y'all really a hoe. That's a hoe right there. You want somebody younger? You can't deal with somebody else. Y'all talk about how, as long as you still looking good. What about the other nigga that look good at 35, 45 years old? Where he at? Why come you always going down? Because like I said, everybody wants, men value low mileage, blank canvas, fresh canvas, whatever you want to call it. This is mine shit. That's what we like. It doesn't matter what kind of man you are. Because I know a lot of y'all bottoms is going to get on here like, oh yeah, we want tops that ain't slept around either. And which, okay, y'all have a point. I can't even just be like that. It got to go both ways. Y'all have a point. The only reason why I roll my eyes like that is because with us, you can't actually tell physically that we done slept around with other people like that. Like y'all can with y'all shit loosening up. Now y'all say y'all can tighten back up, but nah, y'all think y'all do. Once a nigga get up in that first little hole, that shit open wide the fuck back up, okay? You don't fuck yourself, you don't know. Alright, and what else? Yeah, with tops is just the fact that you get used to sleeping with all these other people and you won't be able to stop. So yes, it still works both ways. I will say that. Just not as bad with tops. I feel like, but then it just depends on what kind of nigga you are. See, I was raised with the values of getting married and stuff, so I had it already engraved in me that eventually this was just a period of my time, and then I had to stop you know what I'm saying, and level up into a different realm where I was actually gonna start my family and everything. See, you're supposed to get that out, yeah, but and I guess it is difficult to tell women and bottoms that they can't experiment and have fun with their, sex life and everything too. But like I said, that's the cost to be yo sex. Just like as a man, we can't be bums. As a penetratee, you need to be uh, withholding, I should say, loyal. I don't know what to put it like, but that's the exchange. So when y'all go out and get fucked by a bunch of different niggas and say, "Oh, I want to be, I want to have sex and have my fun too," we're humans too, and all this other stuff. It makes us go, "Well, okay, well then, what is the point of us dealing with you? Like we can just fuck you and then just go on about our business and just take care of ourselves. Because if we have to take care of you and possibly some kids, or like just taking care of like getting into a relationship, but then you're also be like you didn't been slept, everybody didn't had you. I mean, what's the point? I mean, what really is it? Like y'all think like y'all's self esteem matters a lot. Y'all think that because y'all come along with like the fact that y'all have money, y'all graduated from here, y'all got this diploma. I mean, y'all got this accolade. Y'all make this much money a year. Like men don't even care about that like that. The only men that care about that are niggas who are wanting to depend on you, and y'all don't be happy with them because they not providers and stuff. So then it's like a lose lose because you simply just don't want to not be a hoe. Like you just want to fight to be a hoe because being a hoe to you means freedom. Y'all think when we tell y'all, oh, we don't like y'all sleeping around and stuff, that to you means we trying to control you. We toxic masculinity, all this other stuff. Hey, call it whatever you want. That's not what it is. It's just not something that we value and you don't understand because you're not penetrating nobody. And like I said, that's just like a man coming in and saying he don't want to provide, he don't want to pay for nothing, he don't want to work, he don't want to make no money. You gonna literally look at him like, okay, well, I mean, dang, okay, well, we can fuck every now and then, but you not, I'm not being in a relationship with you. Like, come on, and you got every right to. Because as a man, I'm gonna stand up to my part. I definitely protect, provide, all that. I know what it is. I'm a real nigga, a real man. Clean up, cook, all that. Be here to listen to you when you get home. Walk in the door, I run up to you like I'm multi. Like, hey, I'm a G with it. Like, I don't play these games. I was raised well, and I just got tricks up my sleeve because I've been, trying to get a man so long, So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, whatever you put your energy into, whatever you put your work into, like your heart into, your passion into, that's what's going to thrive. All this, you don't need a man or you don't care about this or that, you're gonna remain single, and then y'all wonder why y'all not getting in a relationship because y'all don't act like y'all value them, even if y'all do value them. And with also, by the way, just to steer off that topic, I recently got very happy and realized that being bisexual and choosing men, I made the right decision. I made the right choice, boy. I'll try to tell you, because every man that I know that got kids and got a family and kids, they are either they're living one or other life. They either got that woman and them kids hell bent on him financially, and he got to work like a dog and a slave, or he's a bum and he ain't even around his kids like that, staying with his mama and all this. All right, so there's very few families that's actually thriving because of like how expensive it is to live now and everything. And I always thought that I wanted to do that, but now as I get older, I'm glad that I did not do that. This is way easier with two kings. Two kings is stronger than a king and a queen in this lifestyle. Now in the old day, even though I'm traditional, I like a lot of those values, the man and the woman was definitely stronger just because all the homophobia and stuff. But now as modern day, the way that everything's looking and how straight people's relationships is down the drain, like for real. I mean, they got a whole war going on over there, and it just seems like being in this lifestyle is really starting to become more beneficial. So there's some things that they're flipping upside down that is beneficial, but other things that aren't. And so yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there because I peeped that. I was like, man, I'm so glad I don't got no whole bunch of kids right now. Like, with as expensive as it is, like, I'm so glad I did not like do none of that yet. Like, I'm glad I get to do that when I'm ready to, and it didn't have to be no accident that popped up on me. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, y'all, that's it for this one. I'll see y'all on the next one. All right. So yeah. Hopefully y'all get that. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. All right, baby on his way home. He about to cook. Boy, I'm ready to eat. All right, so y'all know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. Baby, how much I really take?